Hi, people, and as you see, I have a lovely K-Huck here, or Cuck, or Chuck. I don't know what to call you. I'll just call you not late for dinner. Anyways,
Or hi guys. Hi, glad to be back. Hello, Mister. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm going to turn you up a little bit because,
Good.
some people might be like, I can't hear the old lady.
Asshole. Yeah.
Let's see who's here tonight. We have Ollie, Battle Puppet, Censored, Spectre, who is pissed off about something. Censored's here.
Uh-oh.
Horror and Hellfire, the greatest meme lord of them all, Quiet Try. I should actually show off the last one he did. I'm going to do that if I can
Yeah,
stop
we'll see
myself
it.
from doing a
Yeah.
streamer fail. Let's hope that I don't. Quiet Try, I'm going to try not to do a streamer fail here, okay?
I would
But,
love to see that. Yes.
but this is from the. This is basically in response to the bad horror YouTuber um, stream that I did where I had Madam Hellfire on, and we were picking that we shouldn't call her at 3 a.m. So it is official. Don't call Madam Hellfire at 3 a.m., guys. And True Assassin's here, and Daniel J is here. Nox Archive, her audio is really janky. I can barely understand her. Is she on a phone? Are you on a phone?
Second.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay. People really blame Madam Hellfire. She called you out.
No, no, no. She can. That's totally fine. I was having some mic issues, so I wanted to jump on here real quick. Um, Hold on, give me a second.
I
You
won't
know what?
answer. What?
Still having some problems. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay. Streamer fail. Streamer fail. This time K Huck had a streamer fail. Yeah, anyways, while she's doing that, I might as well plug the stuff that's coming up. This Saturday, K Huck will be on again. She's basically invaded my channel, but this time we're going to have the spec on as well. And we're going to talk about dumb criminals. Because I haven't talked about dumb criminals in a while. And I am going to teach K Huck the awesomeness of Stoner Chad. 1 second. K Huck is switching mics, so let's continue to talk about some stuff. We won't talk about her behind her back this time. Next week, I am going to be discussing the. Actually, what do I have for next week? I actually have to look. Damn. Old man brain here. Okay, next week is Grant Amato, a man who killed his entire family because he was really, really infatuated with a webcam girl. And then, on Royal Rumble weekend, which means I'm not going to be watching Royal Rumble, we are going to discuss Daniel Larson, and I have two guests for that. A Salad of the Pigeon and a Puppet of the Battle. Yeah, censored. That's something that happened. Don't ask. You don't want to know. Then True Crimes Wednesdays is going to have, in February, the first week of February, the return of Some Interesting Mysteries, where I get to actually talk about 4 mystery cases. And on Saturday, we're going to be doing the sequel to the video that actually got taken down. I'll talk about that in a second. Cooking with Cobra 2, this time with sushi, with Z, and I'm going to have Spectre on there whether he likes it or not. I'm going to kidnap Spectre for that one. Spectre is going to be tied up in my basement and forced to listen to George Strait. Battle, you wanted to be on the Daniel Larson stream. Don't pretend you didn't. You asked. But I am waiting for K-Huck to return. She literally left the frickin' chat. So, yeah. Stream or fail. Stream or fail. What? Cobra and... Okay, hold on a second, guys.
Oh, motherfucker!
And thank...
Glad to be a member
Yes,
for
that
12
is Gara.
months
Can
and
you
glad
hear me
that I'm
now?
going
Yes,
to
I
be
can.
spared from King Cobra
Okay,
and Scar's
awesome. Thank
cooking.
you. Sorry. I gotta get my old mic going or something. I gotta figure out what the hell is going on. I've been having some issues with this mic staying connected. This new one that I got staying connected, and I gotta go find my old one. I don't know what happened to it, but anyway. Hi guys. I'm sorry. I am here. Hello, hello, hello.
And
So,
now we have... I have to actually thank Pidgey, and I'm going to read his lovely message. Glad to be a member for 12 months, and glad that I'm going to be spared from King Cobra and his godless cooking. Yes, because you get to be on the Daniel Larson stream with fucking Battle Puppet.
Ooh.
Inspector, I'm going to make Inspector, if you didn't hear, I'm going to have for the Cooking with Cobra stream, I'm going to kidnap him, and we're going to keep him in the basement and make him listen to George Strait. And hello,
I
Slim.
caught that part. Yes.
Maybe some Alan Jackson in there too. You know,
Ooh, good
for
idea.
some class. So, what do you have coming up? And go ahead and I think you can plug your stuff. I think you can send links in there for your stuff. If you can't, just send me the link and I'll just do it.
I should be able to. Am I for tonight? Oh, okay. Well tonight, here in about 2 hours or so, around 7:30 my time, I am going to be going live with Maggot. We are going to be interviewing a commentary creator by the name of Assistant Sailor. He has his own YouTube channel. He's actually a really good dude. He was actually been wanting to talk to him now for a while. He's been around making content for, I'd say a little over a year, roughly around the same time that I started getting into commentary and into the community and stuff, and he's been covering all sorts of different topics. So we're going to talk with him tonight. Tomorrow is going to be kind of up in the air as far as any streams go. I have a meeting with a super secret person, which I'm not going to say what just yet. You guys will find out. So as far as stream-wise goes, I don't have anything planned as of yet for tomorrow. I might try to see what I can do about going over the Mama Max stuff. I don't know.
I got an opinion on the
I did
Mama
some of
Max
it last
stuff.
night.
I
did some of it last night, but I don't know how much more I would really like to do because truthfully, like, everyone is covering Mama Max right now, which I totally understand.
And I will give my opinion really quickly about Mama Masks if you guys want to know.
Sure, go ahead.
About a couple years ago, a fortnight ago, if you will, there was this thing called Matt's What It Is, and he kind of fucked over the community by actually going after YouTube's advertisers about stuff similar to what Mama Max did. And Mama Max decided to do kind of almost the same damn thing with his whole entire pick a side YouTube. And at that point, I watched none of his videos. So I checked out his videos and I'm like, wow, you're a clone of Nexpo, only worse. So I stopped watching his videos. It only took 3 minutes of the first fucking video I ever watched from him to realize that he is a cunt. Okay?
Oh, 100%. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
And then
he's something else. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then this new shit. I'm going to say this. I am a true crime YouTuber. Okay, guys? Mm-hmm. I know two things that you need to accuse somebody of a crime. Evidence and fucking corroborating evidence, basically. There is a difference between the two. And what Mama Max has shown is trust me, bro.
Yes. Yes. 100%. Yes.
So he can go fuck off to the sun for all I care.
Yeah.
As a true crime YouTuber, I am very fucking insulted by the shit that he has come out with.
Yeah, I can believe it. You know what? That was my first thought too. Honestly, with like what you cover and with what Horrid Hellfire covers with like the different true crime stuff, and well, you in particular, but others too. That actually know what they're talking about and actually do research and, oh, I don't know, try to make a story, platform a story that needs to be platformed and, again, have evidence and research. I can only imagine that creators like you were enraged with all of this. I can only imagine.
I'm just saying there's 3 things that have ever pissed me off when it comes to this, to the true crime community. Mama Max was one of them. The other was the people that were hiding gory pictures behind a paywall so they can get more fucking money.
Yep.
And one of them...
That's disgusting.
Yeah, 2 of them happened to do the whole entire thing with kids. I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat. When I cover true crime, it is about the victims. I will shit on the perpetrators because they deserve it. But most of the time, I want to talk about the victims of a crime. I do not want this to be about the gore. Why do you think last week when we were discussing the Ruby Frankie case, I just skipped past everything that happened to that kid? It is because it affected me so much. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
But unfortunately with this case that we're discussing tonight, we can't really go into that much when it comes to the victims because the fucking perpetrator turned his own case into a fucking circus.
Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, my God. It was unreal what this man did during this.
I want you guys to meet Darrell or Darrell. I don't know. I've heard Darrell and I've heard Darrell. Mr. Brooks, basically. Now, there's only one thing I'm going to say about this man that is positive. He looks insanely good for his age. That is the only thing I can say about him, considering how much drugs he has done. Now, before we get into the court videos that I have, and I picked a bunch of long crime court videos. Oh, hold on. We got a Pidgey coming through.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
After watching almost all of the most
we sure do.
video on Max,
do you want me to read it or you want to read it?
I'm listening to it.
All I'm going
Nicole's
to say
reading
is that
it.
Mr. Maxwell Stryker can burn in hell when he finally gets there.
Nice. Thank you, Mr. Pidgey. But now let's talk about... I have a couple of notes about Darrell Brooks, and there is going to be one video. So let's look at this fugly-looking motherfucker really quickly with the really bad tattoo on his fucking face. Don't understand why people do that to this day. I mentioned that on Saturday. I do not understand why people will tattoo their face.
I don't get that either. I don't understand that either. I never have. I don't get it either. It's so stupid. It's... Yeah, 100. Yeah, no. I don't. It's so gross too. Like, why would you do that to your face?
Yeah, like
I don't understand.
When Madam Hellfire and I were looking at Twin Paranormal's page, and that one dude with that fucking wide-eyed look, like he just shit his fucking pants, and he had a fucking tattoo on his face. And the first thing I'm thinking is, you gotta get used to flipping burgers because this shit is gonna age. You're gonna age out of YouTube, and you're gonna have nothing to show for it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get to Mr. Brooks, or as I like to call him, Jackass.
Yes, very much so. Yes. Oleander asked a question. Is Darrell Brooks the Gabby Petro murderer douche?
No.
No. He is. Max will explain. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I know so much about him. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say this. This takes place in Waukesha, Wisconsin, which I did a video on the Slenderman stabbing, which happened in Waukesha, and I have to correct myself. I completely fucking butchered Waukesha. So I apologize for anybody. I think it was Waukesha, I said, or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh. No, I can see how you can mispronounce it. Unless the only way that I knew how to say it was, again, from watching this case, and also... and some people didn't like, and also because didn't the whole, and I really am not trying to bring him up in this because obviously he has nothing to do with it, but didn't the whole thing with Rittenhouse happen in Waukesha too?
I can't remember. I just know I'm never going to cover Kyle Rittenhouse, and I have reasons for that.
I'm not touching that either because that case is a whole nother can of worms.
I'm just going to say there's only a certain number of cases that are so divisive that no matter what side you stand on with it, you're going to get shit on. And unfortunately, the Kyle Rittenhouse case is one of those. Another one is one I already covered, which is the West Memphis 3. And trust me, I know how badly people want to kill me now.
Yeah.
But really
I
quickly,
don't-
let's
yeah.
go into who Mr. Brooks, Jackass, is. Let's look at before the incident that happened on November 21st, 2021.
Okay.
Darrell Brooks was born on February 21st, 1982, which means he's my age, but he's older. He was raised in Milwaukee, and he was raised without a father. And I'm going to refrain from making jokes about that. Just saying. By the way, I was raised technically without a father. I had a stepfather. At age 12, he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And he had been in trouble with the law since 1999. On September 5th, 1999, he was charged with battery. And because of that charge, he did not complete high school. And he was sentenced to 2 years in jail plus probation. This is not the first time he's going to be in trouble with the law. In 2007, while in prison, he took part in a documentary, which I do have a video from that, which is this video right here. Sorry, I had a streamer fail. You guys can sing the song you want. So we're going to really quickly watch a couple of stuff from this. I'm not going to go deep into it. I'm just going to play probably the first 2 minutes of it because it just goes into the documentary, which was called Crystal Darkness, and it talks about everything that happened afterwards. So I will say in this, he talked about wanting to turn his life around. He never did. He just got worse.
Kind of drug. Not even human being.
Darrell Brooks now
Wait,
serving a
that's
life
still
sentence
him.
for killing.
What?
I can't believe that that's him.
Yeah.
Look how young he was in that. That's insane.
The thing is, though, he kind of looks the same to me.
He does in certain ways, yeah, but in this one, he actually looks healthy, you know? Yeah. And during the court case and during all of that, he did not look healthy at all. Like, no. It was just, he just looked like he was withering away during most of the trial, and it was really sad to see. Seeing him like this, I've never seen this before. Seeing him like this right now is like, holy cow, I can't believe that's the same man. That is insane.
I am seeing if there is more from the documentary. Okay, I'm going to skip to here because it looks like there's something important here.
Okay.
He has no drugs in his system because he is incarcerated.
Okay, so it's not.
I mean, somebody like him who has personality disorders, even though you haven't diagnosed
But
him
yeah,
or
he literally
him.
took part in a
human anymore.
Here we go.
I was just something.
He's talking about drug use.
Wow.
Guys, because he
Disgusting.
got really hardcore into meth.
Despicable. I could go on. I could use a lot of words, but that's what I became.
So that's just a little bit of a clip from that. Now, he talked about his meth use and wanting to turn his life around, like I said. But here's a list of the other crimes he committed. On November 20, 2006, he impregnated a 15-year-old girl. Yeah.
Yep.
In 2016, he got a warrant for statutory sex crime in Nevada, which was still outstanding when he was arrested, this last arrest. Do you guys see a pattern?
I sure do. Yep.
In Georgia, he was arrested for domestic violence. In July of 24th, 2020, he was arrested for second-degree recklessly endangering safety and fell in possession of a firearm, where he allegedly shot his own nephew. The case had not gone to court by the time of his arrest, and 3 weeks prior to November 21st, 2021, he had been arrested for hitting his girlfriend and ramming her with a vehicle.
That sounds awfully familiar.
Yes, Slim, this is the one that tried to represent himself. And we're going to get into that. I just wanted to get into some of the stuff that he did. Now I'm going to talk about the incident itself, okay? But first, let's actually find a new picture of Darrell Brooks to put up because I don't like... Yes, this is my Google background. It's awesome, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
We're going to look up pictures, hopefully. Let's look at this one.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
This is
Look
the
at that
Ducat
now
tribe
and look at that
representing
video.
himself.
Look back, like if he could do, I don't know if he could do a side by side, but that's what I'm saying is that look at the side by side of what he looked like in this, his mugshot compared to that video. It's night and day.
Yeah, this is what he
That's
looks like.
crazy.
This is what he looked like when he was arrested. Now, I'm going to let you guys know, I'm going to go over the names of the victims of this tragedy, okay? And I'm going to talk about a couple of things about it. But on November 21st, 2021, in Waukesha, Wisconsin, the same place of the Slender Man stabbing, evidence suggested that Brooks was fleeing a domestic situation minutes prior. There was a domestic disturbance call. He fled the scene, but the police decided not to pursue him. At 4:39 p.m. during the Christmas parade, in a Ford Escape, Brooks ran the barricade of the Christmas parade. The parade was being live streamed at the time, and I'm not going to show any of the live stream footage. You can find it if you really want to, but I am not going to show it. Like I said, this is not about fucking gore and horrifying things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A witness described Brooks as being calm and composed during this time, and that he was driving in a zigzag pattern in order to hit as many people as he could. 62 people were injured, and 6 people were killed. 17 of the people that were hurt or killed were children. And I say hurt or killed because one of the victims who died was a child. So let's look at the victims. Tamara Durand was 52 years old. Jane I don't know how to say her last name, Kulik or something like that, was 52. Leanna Owens was 71. Virginia Sorensen was 79. These 4 were members of a dance troupe called the Dancing Grannies.
Oh, yes. I remember that. Oh.
You're going to find that a lot of the victims were elderly. Wilhelm Hospital was 81. And finally, Jackson Sparks was 8 years old. Braun Strowman actually did a documentary about Jackson Sparks called Braun Strowman, Waukesha Strong, because Braun Strowman is actually from Wisconsin. And if you know who Braun Strowman is, congratulations. If you don't, I will really quickly look him up. But so you guys don't see my questionable search history, I'm going to switch the fucking thing really quickly.
Questionable search history.
Hey, some of us have some questionable search history. I'm just saying.
Hey. I mean, you're not wrong.
When you go through true crime as much as I do, I think I'm going to frickin' be on a fucking FBI watch list. But that is Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, but oh, okay.
He's a big dude.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a very big dude. Yes.
Barbara Streisand. If Barbara Streisand looked like that, I think a lot of people would be afraid of her. But we're going to now. Where was I here? Brooks was arrested the same night. The arresting officers claimed that they could smell pot on him, and his eyes were glossed over and red. He was pretty much high when he did all of this. And he was arrested after he told a Waukesha resident that he was homeless, which I can believe by that picture, and asked to use the phone to call an Uber. The man Brooks talked to had no idea what happened. He allowed Brooks inside his home, made him a sandwich, let him borrow a jacket, but when the police arrived, Brooks was asked to leave by the man, so Brooks ended up pretty much surrendering to the police without incident. So let's look at the court charges. And trust me, we are almost done with my notes. I'm sorry, guys. I understand. Oh, no, I don't look up Barbara Streisand that much, guys. Okay. I only looked her up
sure
once.
About that?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying that I looked up Barbara Streisand because fucking Terry Funk had a song called Barbara Streisand's Nose, and I just wanted to see the lyrics to it.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I'm not joking. It's a real song. Hey, Knox, I just got
I
on
know what
after...
I'm finding.
Chris Wolf, you missed a lot. X to doubt by Quiet Try. Fucking Quiet Try's now gonna meme my search history.
He probably is.
So, Darrell Brooks's charges were, at first, because they did get a bump up. 5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, and it was bumped up to 6 when Jackson Sparks passed away in hospital. His bond was set at $5 million. And trust me, he didn't get bonded out because nobody's going to pay $5 million to get this fucking asshole out. And in December, more charges were added because he tried to intimidate his girlfriend. So, intimidating a witness and intimidation of a victim. In January of 2022, even more charges were added. 61 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety with a dangerous weapon, aka the car. 6 counts of hit and run involving death. 2 counts of felony bail jumping. 2 counts of domestic abuse, and he pled not guilty to all charges, and he decided to represent himself in court. And he used sovereign citizen tactics to try to frickin' turn this into more of a circus than a tragedy. And yes, he used every frickin' chance he got to try to be a sovereign citizen with this shit. And I'm going to really quickly, before we go into this video here, not that video, sorry, streamer fail. Before we go into this video here, yeah, I'm never going to live that down. I'm just going to say this. His closing argument, I am going to sum up because it was long and he kept getting fucking objected to because of what he was saying.
Oh my God.
But his closing argument was basically, there is evidence to prove that I am guilty of a fucking crime, you can choose to you can choose to find me not guilty.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. He did that. Yep.
Yeah. That was his closing argument.
Yeah, he sure did. Mm-hmm.
That's like me freaking, that is the dumbest thing, because that's just kind of like me freaking punching somebody in the face, knowing that I punched, and people knowing I punched him in the face, but being like, hey, you can just say I didn't. Yeah, you could, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah, he did that in an open court. Okay, this man. I'm telling you, in open court, he said that. Like, and then he tried to go after. Well, he tried to go after the prosecution like more times than I can probably count.
Tried to intimidate the judge too.
Yeah, he tried to intimidate the judge. Like the whole staring. There's a whole picture of him, which you probably have, of him staring at the judge, all creepy, and just trying to freak her out. Oh, this man is unhinged.
I'm just gonna say, during the court case, he kept getting thrown out of the fucking courtroom and have to be in a fucking separate fucking room.
Yeah, he was thrown out of that courtroom at least.
It was multiple times. That's all I remember.
I want to say like 10, maybe.
But
if 10 minimum. At
guys,
best, minimum.
But before we start also, you guys will be happy to know he was found guilty. And he's now serving 6 consecutive life sentences.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, we're going to look at this court case. And a lot of the references I'm going to be using is Law and Crime because they did a really good job covering this whole entire fucking thing.
Yep.
So here is the first of 3 videos that I hope that we can get done within an hour.
We should be able to.
Yeah, we should. Because this one's only 4 minutes long. It's Darrell Brooks flips out when prosecutor reveals he's a word that I'm not going to use. But it's right there.
S-O. Let's go with that. Yes. S-O.
I'm just gonna say, fucking shit. Now I just lost my train of thought. My train of thought just was
Offender?
derailed, guys. No, I was
Offender,
gonna say
maybe?
Chris Hansen bait.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that works. That works too.
Here is Darrell Brooks, or Darrell Brooks, or however you want to fucking call him, and he's got all these fucking boxes for some reason. I don't even know what's in those boxes. They're probably just fucking crayon colored fucking pictures that he was doing in prison.
Well, that wouldn't be wrong. Or I would think that wouldn't be wrong. But okay, so allegedly, that was the evidence that was sent over to him for the case. He claimed in one of the earlier sessions, I guess, that he didn't have a chance to read everything that he was being accused of. And so they needed to hold off on the case.
Yeah, he did so many fucking sovereign citizen moves. By the way, I'm just going to say this. If I were involved in a crime, which I'm not saying that I have been or will never
Allegedly.
Okay. I would not represent myself in court because I know jack shit about the law.
Same. As much as we'd like to think that we are, it's, again, watching YouTube, watching true crime people, watching Law and Order, watching any court show on TV, right? You can, most of that is fantasized, the court shows anyway. Most of that is fantasized, and not all of it is, nothing really about it is real. Now, again, some of the stories that they base their episodes off of, like Law and Order, for example, they do take real stories and they do that. But they do not. Yes, I'm still here, Pidgey.
No, I've just read what he wrote, and I'm just like,
no, I did too. You know what,
Pidgey?
Pidgey.
I only do edibles.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
I only do edibles because weed is legal in New York.
Ooh, share. By the way, have you gotten hit? Have you gotten hit with snow? Are you okay? Are you snowed in at the moment?
Oh yeah, we got hit with snow, but it wasn't really that much. But I live in pretty much the mountains of New York. Literally.
Okay.
I will explain New York really quickly before we get into this because let's face it, Darrell Brooks doesn't deserve this shit. But anyways, in New York, you have the Appalachian Mountains, the Catskill Mountains, and the Adirondack Mountains. I live in the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right. Yeah, because
I've told people this, so it's not a secret. I live in the Binghamton area.
Yeah, I've heard you say that. Yeah.
That's why I do a lot of stuff when it comes to Binghamton. I'm going to actually do one on Sherry Lindsay if you want to be a part of that, but realize that's a very, very, very depressing case.
Sherry Lindsay?
Yeah, she was a 12-year-old girl who lived in Binghamton, whose father was a police officer. She did a paper route. She went missing. The father actually took the case and found out that one of the people on her paper route abducted her and did horrible things to her and murdered her. So it is a case that I've been wanting to cover because it is local to my area, and it was suggested by a lot of my local audience, because I do have a pretty good following in my area, that I do more local stuff too. So I am going to be doing Sherry Lindsay, and there's a couple of other things that I'm going to probably cover that comes from the Binghamton area, because I love Binghamton. It's the home of Johnny Hart, who did BC. It's the home of Rod Serling, The Twilight Zone.
Oh, yes. I was like, wait, why does that name sound familiar? Yes, absolutely. That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm going to probably try to do a little bit more Binghamton stuff. But let's get back to Darrell Brooks being a cunt.
All right, I guess. Let's go.
Or question this witness and to look at the veracity of what your claims are here.
By the way, this judge deserves an award because she did everything by the book.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She did another case just recently, the eye drop case. Have you heard of that one?
I'm probably going to look it up later when I have time.
I caught like bits and pieces of like different clips and stuff that this judge was trying with that case. And I looked at her and I was like, "Oh, thank you, Lord. We actually have a sensible person still running the bench." Yes.
But-
So, yeah,
But really-
but yeah, she got inundated with all sorts of letters and flowers and chocolate and wine after this case. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, because she did it by the book, because she realized that if she stepped out of line one time, this fucking case could have been thrown out. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going to say this
absolutely.
really quickly, Ollie, because you like Rod Serling's voice. Rod Serling's voice is amazing, but if you ever read the comic strip BC, Johnny Hart is from this area too. And because the county Binghamton is in is called Broome County, everywhere you can find Johnny Hart illustrations from BC. Because BC, Broome County. It's actually kind of cool.
Nice.
BC Transit has the fucking caveman on the fucking wheel. This guy is so disrespectful, by the way.
I may take an early lunch.
Look at him.
If that's in your cell, then you can go get it and bring it. But without that letter, I'm not allowing this line of questioning.
I would hate to be her kid, by the way, because you know she's probably just as hard on her kids.
Well, maybe. I don't know. But either way, she's a damn good judge. Like, seriously. She has the patience of a fucking saint.
Not only that, but I just watch his fucking reaction to her giving him a lecture about law.
Bruh.
I have
Bruh.
a letter with you in court.
I just said no. How many
Okay.
times I gotta say the same thing on record?
You know, sometimes, sir, I don't hear what you say because you interrupt me so much or you answer quietly. And I'm taking notes and I'm focused on probably a dozen things at the same time.
Yeah,
But if
because she's a judge.
If I say something under my breath, everybody seems to hear it. Everybody seems to hear
In a
that just
quiet
fine.
courtroom,
And
yes,
everybody
we can hear it very
and
clearly.
everybody assumes that it has to be disparaging. Or,
Once again, you're doing this tactic.
Because
try to
It's
You're
not a
being
tactic, it's
disparaging, you fucking moron.
He's being
Oh,
disrespectful
he infuriated
as fuck.
me. He infuriated me throughout this entire trial. Okay, there were some people, right, trying to say that the only reason why he was getting a hard time was because he was a black man that committed a crime. No, look at his attitude. Look
Yeah.
at the way, that had nothing to do. If he was white, or if he was Asian, or if he was any other ethnicity, everyone would be giving him the exact same treatment. You know why? Because of his attitude right there.
Exactly.
His
And
attitude right there ruined it. And he infuriated me the entire trial with the way that it's an open court, okay? This is not fucking playtime. You are being charged with a crime, a major crime, a felony. You would think that you would want to take that a little bit more seriously.
And remember, this motherfucker hit and killed an 8-year-old boy. And this is how he was
Yes.
treating the fucking court.
Yes. Yeah.
So I have no
Exactly.
fucking sympathy for this motherfucker at all.
No, I don't either. No. Neither do I.
Wisconsin did a good job getting this motherfucker off the streets. That's all I'm saying.
What we're
Facts.
talking
It's
about
facts.
to some other reason.
It's facts.
to
Because
some
I
other
find
thing.
it hard to believe that
I'm going to
all
let
of
the
a sudden
state.
nobody hears what I say.
I'm going to let the state
man,
make
stop.
a.
You see, this is what happens when you grow up without somebody disciplining you in some way.
Mm.
You become a fucking man-child. And I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
saying that his
100%.
mama didn't fucking discipline him. I'm sure she did or tried. But let's face it, daddies know how to discipline a whole lot more fucking brutal than fucking mommies do. No offense.
No, that's actually, well, somewhat true. To a certain degree, yes. But mostly, I guess it just depends on the family dynamic, but it is known for the father figure to be more disciplinary than the mother, yes. Because the mother is supposed to be nurturing, and she's supposed to be, caring, and the caregiver. Not that the father isn't, but it's more of a common thing for the father to be the disciplinarian in the family. Now, I will just say this. My family is not like that. Mr. Huck is very much a pushover, okay? Just saying. He knows this, and this is not a secret. So, not that he doesn't like, not that he's not nurturing or anything, or not that he needs to put his foot down when he needs to, because he does. But it is very well known within our family and within our circle of friends that he is not the disciplinarian, the main one anyway. He is not. No.
Really quickly, entertain the chat. My wife just sent me a text. I have to actually answer it. So I'm going to mute and be right back.
Let's see here. What we got here? This bastard had the audacity to murder and injure innocent people with his car and has the nerve to try and mouth off to the judge. Exactly. If he was a mayonnaise jar licking pasty ass white dude, he would still be infuriating. Oleander, you are 100% correct. Chris Wolf, no, your ethnic background or your fucking skin color has absolutely nothing to do with your attitude. 100%. White or black, he won't do well in prison. Well, he's there now, so we'll see. Harder Daddy? Oh, Battle Puppet, you gross. Chris Wolf, he has the audacity, demanding, respecting after he killed a child and disrespecting the judge again. Treat others how you want to be treated. 100%.
Okay,
yes,
can you guys hear me now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. My wife wanted to know when dinner was going to be ready because I put stuff in the crock pot so that it's slow cook. I'm making chicken marsala.
Ooh.
While I'm fucking streaming because
Nice.
I am a boss.
Yeah, that's right. You man.
But anyways, let's go back to Cunty McFuckface.
Record of why they believe it's objectionable because I haven't let them.
What, you don't like Cunty McFuckface?
No, wow, that was all sorts of sass and fearness all at once.
Yeah, that's why I actually...
I love it.
But this is why I actually like live streaming a lot more than making videos, because I can say this shit. Before it's
hell yeah.
Before
Yeah,
it's like, oh shit,
yeah.
I can't say this. I have to type out things that I need to say. Here, this is unscripted. If I fuck up because sometimes my brain moves faster than my mouth, you're going to hear that. You're going to hear me say things like, I hope that fucking Darrell Brooks dies in a fire in Minecraft.
There you go. In Minecraft, yes. Allegedly in
I've
Minecraft.
given you multiple opportunities to tell me why.
Oh, I got a Pidgey one coming through.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll let Nicole get to it
I didn't get the.
when she gets done playing with her didgeridoo and all this stuff. Oh, you don't know. I have a text-to-speech, do you?
No, I've heard it. I can't hear it right now, I guess because the stream still is muted for me. But yeah, I know you do. I've heard Nicole before. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's awesome.
These pictures from date. Nobody else. Why was
The
somebody
record will
else
reflect you have two pictures that you believe were from this witness.
that I know is from?
No, that you believe.
That I know.
That I know. That I know. That I know. Because I'm a know-it-all. I'm this and I'm that. No. Sit your ass down.
By the way,
Sit your ass down. Sit down. No.
I have heard so many times people say, oh, this is just a reaction to bipolar disorder. No, this dude's a fucking meth head too. This is just a fucking basic bitch dude. And here's now, let's listen to it.
You get treated the way you are.
Oh, goddamn, Pidgey!
Jews.
Oh,
Good tyrants
shit!
Have fun with you. Gargle some thumbtacks. You walking plan.
The savage bird is on the loose.
My lord, streamer down. Holy shit, Pidgey.
Yeah. We got a savage bird on the loose. Savage bird. Well, when is he not savage? Savage bird on the loose.
Man,
I love Pidgey.
I mean, I have to keep him away from Moonlight the Death Scowl because I don't need Moonlight saying shit like that.
State their position.
Well, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, earlier I was going to give a shout out to Pidgey, actually. He got a very cool compliment from Xylee yesterday when she was streaming and going over a Mama Max video that somebody covered. And he gave her a compliment saying, Pidgey, I know you're a shit, but you're right about this chat. You are 100% correct. You are spot on. And I'm like, wow.
Really quickly, I do have to ask Pidgey, Do you think Big Tyrone and Big Bubba are going to pass him around for cigarettes?
Probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're going to watch a little bit more of this before I switch, because this is how reaction content should be. When you're looking at a video, you shouldn't watch the whole entire thing, because then you're not transforming the video. Sorry, guys. That's how it works.
True.
My position, Your Honor, is that these pictures, first of all, should not be admissible. One, because of a discovery violation. We've never seen them before.
Okay, yeah, there's a discovery violation with pictures, so get ready for him to actually throw a fucking hissy fit worse than a 6-year-old toddler in Walmart.
Mm.
And
I think I remember seeing this.
Really quickly, again, entertain the chat. My wife just came home. I gotta tell her about food.
Okay, go ahead. Alrighty, let's see. Oh my god, Darrell Brooks is why proper condom use is important. Damn. I'm in a bad mood and I'm not feeling too well. I want to rant and I'm going to take it out on this pigeon. Stop it. Stop it. Damn it, Pidgey. Anyway, how's everybody tonight? How we doing? How we doing? I love Nox's streams. These are fun. Nox is awesome, though. I was really excited about tonight going over this. I'm excited for Saturday too. We'll be back on. I'll be back on him on Saturday too with Spectre. That'll be a lot of fun.
She's gonna learn about Stoner Chad.
I'm excited for that. When you told me about that, I was like, "Let's go."
I'm in a bad mood and I'm not feeling well. I want to rant and I'm gonna take it out.
Don't finish that statement. Don't finish.
Okay, I am
don't
not.
Finish.
Holy shit, man!
Don't finish that statement. Just don't. I told him to stop.
So salty.
I know. He is very salty tonight. I don't know why. Everyone needs to check on Pidgey, please.
I'll send him a message after stream being like, "Hey bro, are you okay?"
Because we have reason to believe that he did not get them from Erica Patterson. He is on a jail phone call talking to his mother, Dawn Woods.
Yeah, what the
Dawn Woods sending these photographs to him. No.
That's a lie. I object to
Let
that.
the state make their argument without interruption, sir.
That's a lie, though.
Here's the thing. He could literally say objection. That is hearsay or whatever. I can't remember what it is. I am just going to let you guys know this, okay? I am not legal. I am not a former cop like Donut Operator and his glorious mustache. I am just some dude who took a couple of law courses in college who really loves film and knows the difference between what happens on film and in real life true crime situations. I have loved true crime since I was probably 18 years old. I remember the first true crime case I got really involved in. That was The Boy in the Box, which I did a video on and an update. But I am going to say this, okay? This is why you get a lawyer.
Yep. 100%. Yep. And what I loved about it was that, okay, so do you remember what pictures it was that the prosecution is talking about?
It was a couple of pictures that were sent by his, by people. That's all I remember. That his people, basically.
Okay. I couldn't remember what they were specifically either, if that was ever revealed. I couldn't remember.
But he didn't. He didn't actually.
He tried.
Sorry.
He didn't go through the proper channels to get that admitted. Obviously, because they had never seen them before, right? Or that's what he says.
Yeah.
And that's just even more showing what lack of judgment this man has. Okay. You can't just admit evidence, any type of evidence, pictures, a dirty tampon, a bullet, anything like that without, going through the proper channels to get it admitted. Right?
Yes. I remember the dirty tampon case.
Shut up. You know what I meant.
Yes. The dirty tampon case. The worst fucking case ever in Florida.
Shut up. You know what I meant.
It involved bath salts. There's a pigeon involved for some reason. Yes, I get your opinion. I just needed to make a joke.
No,
Anyway.
you get my point though. That's why I
Yeah.
said it just to be funny.
By the
But
way,
it's-
I will
again.
reveal what his lawyer before he dismissed him was going to argue, if you want to know.
I'm sorry. What? Say that again.
Before Mr. Brooks, cunty McFuckface here, decided to represent himself, he did have a defense lawyer. The defense lawyer argued that it, due to his meth use and his history of mental illness, that he at that moment didn't know right from wrong, which is a perfectly logical fucking argument. Instead, this guy's like, I don't want this fucker. I want to represent myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, guys, don't represent yourself.
No.
Unless you're a lawyer.
It never turns out right. Yes, unless you're.
Three.
Well, even then, that's still iffy. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I believe that these photographs are designed to make a suggestion to the jury that Erica Patterson is a bad mom. I think that that's what.
Oh, that's one of the things
And
that
if
was
we're gonna go
about.
down that road,
Was this domestic?
then we would be forced to counter that.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
First of all, it doesn't make her an incredible witness, if it's even true. And second of all, if we go down that road, we would be forced to counter that claim by pointing out that not only does the defendant not live with the child in question, he doesn't live with any of the other children that he has.
Yeah, by the way, he has a lot of children. I can't remember the total
Oh
amount.
yeah, that's right. I
Imagine
think
this
he
dude
had,
being
like-
your dad.
I think he. You know what? While we're watching this, I'm going to look that up because I can't remember
Okay.
if it was 10 or if it was less than that. I can't remember. Hold on. Darrell Brooks kids. 3. He had 3.
3? Oh, okay. I just know that I would not want this man to be my dad.
Oh, this is what it says here. How many kids does Darrell Brooks have? Because he mentioned his family during his closing remarks, many wanted to know more about his family life. According to Fox News reporting, Brooks has a total of 3 kids and owes more than $40,000 in connection with the paternity case for one of the kids.
So he owes child support on top of being a shitty person.
Yep, I literally just looked that up. Now, let me see what this source is.
Everybody in the chat right now is doing meth puns.
Meth puns? Oh Jesus. I can totally see that happening. This is from Distractify. That's where it came from.
Link
But
me.
this
I
was
will
from-
actually put it on stream.
But I will just say this is from October of 2022. So I just looked that up. So if you want to, you can use it if you want, but that was as of 2022, that's what it says. So I can put it in the chat.
And just a reminder, guys, the photographs that he was trying to get submitted as evidence without proper procedure were photographs that would have painted one of the mothers of his children's mothers, who is actually a witness for the prosecution, in a bad light. So
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
So basically, this woman is going through the domestic violence shit that what led up to the parade incident, if you will. And his response is, "Look at this picture. She's a hoe."
She a hoe. Yeah, exactly.
That's
She's a hoe. Ignore everything I did. Look at this woman. She a hoe. Pretty much what he was trying to do.
Yeah. This is Mama Max levels of fucking incompetence on fucking Mr. Brooks's part, by the way.
Amen to that. Yeah,
Patterson, when
exactly.
She was a minor in Nevada, and for doing so, he was convicted of
This was, now they're going to talk about his, that thing.
statutory sexual seduction, pled guilty in March of 2007 to that felony offense, and is a sex offender on the registry as a result. So if there's any causation that would lead to Erica Patterson...
One of these days, I'm going to get the SO Shuffle video, and I'm just going to play it on stream, just so that people can have something to laugh at. Not on a Wednesday stream, but...
No.
But yeah, let's continue.
Being a bad mom, Mr. Brooks has a direct role in that causation.
And that's
Furthermore,
I'll object to that.
I'm not
because
done.
that's a lie.
Let him
Because at the end of the
finish.
day,
Let
if
him
we
finish.
gonna open
This guy has said lie more than Maury Povich has.
Oh,
Hello, Mr. Bacon.
Damn. Hi, Bacon. Hello, Dylan. Hello. Why did I call him Bacon? Hi, Dylan of the Bacon. How are you? That's what I meant to say.
Mr.
Long
Bacon.
time no see, sir.
No, seriously, the guy keeps saying that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. This guy, Maury Povich, said that if I did a video, you would actually see at the end of this thing a Maury Povich clip of him going, and that's a lie.
Yep, probably.
Because that's
I
how
don't doubt
much
it.
I would fucking shit on this fucking dude when it comes to his arguments in court.
On that. No, since he want to make a record and not be accurate, so let's be accurate all on the record since you think you know so much.
Once
So
again,
we can
Mr.
open the
Brooks
door
is
on,
being
we can open the door
loud,
on how old she
disrespectful.
told.
Look, guys, now he's getting his gangbangerness out. That's what I call people who actually get confrontation like that.
Here's what kills me, okay? He was the one to admit the evidence, okay? He was the one to admit said pictures. When he gets pushed back, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder who else did that we all know that's getting railroaded this week. Gee,
Yeah.
I wonder who else did that.
Testify!
Hmm.
The thing is, when I see somebody get that way and get that fucking bass in their fucking voice, I call it fucking person who wants to be a gangbanger, wants to be a tough guy, wants you to think that they're a tough person. Doesn't have nothing to do with race. Has everything to do with the fact that I have known way too many people being like that, who have come from small towns. They're like, I'm in a fucking gang. What gang would that be? The Silly Nannies?
Right, exactly.
What- you can't be a fucking member of a gang if you look like this. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're gonna have another Pidgey. We're gonna have another Pidgey.
She was when we
Interrupting.
met. We can ask that question
He is
too then.
over the
Did you
top
ask that?
animated
Did you
right
know
now.
that?
Mr. Brooks, I'm ordering you to sit down and to let the
No,
state finish.
I'm not going to sit here and let somebody be inaccurate on the record and lie on the record.
Right. Under Illinois versus Allen.
Why is he this stupid?
And let somebody lie on the record. Didn't you just try to do that with admitting the pictures?
Yeah.
I'm just putting that out there. Didn't you know?
Just remember.
And didn't you try to say that you didn't do anything, that you weren't even there? That you did not drive that car, that you weren't even anywhere near there?
Just remember, guys.
Didn't you try to say that too?
Just remember.
Funny.
It is lies if everyone else says it, but when he says it, it's not lies. That's what he goes with.
Mm-hmm.
But now you see the type of person we're going with. And this is the one that you were talking about. Here we go. Pidgey with his brutality.
Of all the sperm cells to win the race,
Well,
it was
sperm
this
cells
one.
to win the race.
He may
It
not
was
be the dumbest person on
dumbest
the
person
planet,
on
but you better hope that the sand doesn't go.
Okay, Pidgey, are you okay? Blink twice if you're safe. Like, holy shit!
I have to switch this really quickly because there's something I need to actually get for Pidgey. Pidgey, this is for you, okay? I'm not going to play the whole entire thing, but...
Oh god, what are you doing?
Okay.
Oh!
Pidgey, this is for you.
This is my brutality!
There you go, Pidgey.
There you go. Hell yeah.
From now on, I'm just going to have that on standby for when Pidgey fucking reacts, so I can just basically just play it.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need a soundboard.
You might have that, right? So I've thought about getting one, not gonna lie, but I just haven't done it yet.
That's right. Fucking, I just played the beginning of Rhea Ripley's theme song for fucking Pidgey because that was fucking brutal.
Yes, very much so, yes.
So I dubbed Pidgey a brutal fucking pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to see if this actually shows the incident you were talking about or if I can go to the next one. You guys are watching me do... Okay, yeah, this one doesn't show it, but for some reason it says Darrell Brooks pounds fist and screams at Judge after she takes... Oh! I know what this one is.
Oh, yes, I know what this one is. Yeah, okay. I remember this.
Okay, guys. Really quickly, we'll watch that. But beforehand, just remember, we here at Doc's Archive do not condone being brutally honest about people. We try to at least sugarcoat it. Unless Pidgey's on, then basically I lose all demonetization.
That's not true. That is not true. No.
Now, let's go with this. This is from Fox News. I apologize, people.
Put in writing, but I'll also give you this opportunity to verbally advise the court and make your requests. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir?
I about
Okay.
spat out my drink. Oh my god.
Okay, guys.
This man. Oh my god.
Guys, I just have to ask you a question. Really quickly. What in the titty fuck is that? Okay. I apologize. I'm trying to keep calm.
Someone clip this, please.
What in the sugar-coated free basing fuck is this?
That killed me. That got me.
Dude. He needs his security box fort.
Oh my god.
Pidgey, are you
not
seeing this?
Whew.
His fucking head is a box right now.
Oh, Knox, that killed me. Oh my god, that was amazing. Someone clip that, please. Pidgey, Dylan, somebody.
Okay, take a deep breath. We're going to move on.
No, go ahead. I'm fine. Go ahead.
I would note he put 2 boxes right in front of where he's seated, so I can't presently see his face. I see.
You want to build a box fort?
his arms.
Do you want to be a dumbass? Let us build a box fort.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is too much fun.
This guy's going to give me a fucking heart attack.
And I can see the jacket on the back of this chair. He is unmuted.
He is unmuted, guys.
Confirmed previously regarding the audio working, and I will just ask him a second time, sir, do you have any requests as it relates to the draft packet of jury instructions, whether that be any additions, corrections, edits, or deletions?
I just think he really wanted to take a nap.
Yeah, maybe.
Either that or he just wants to give the fucking judge the silent treatment because the judge wouldn't give him a lollipop.
Oh yeah, that too. A meth lollipop. I mean, what? I didn't say that.
Chris
what?
Wolf.
What?
Chris Wolf with the fucking comment that needs to be fucking. If I could actually pin, I'm pinning this message. Chris
Yes,
Wolf.
exactly.
Is he playing Metal Gear because he sucks at it?
Hell yeah, that's hilarious. W. Chris Wolf, that's great. That's great too. Oh god, I'm so glad I did this. Thank you. Thank you for having me on again. This is always so much fun. I can't wait for Saturday when we actually get to like delve into more stupid shit. That's gonna be great.
Stoner Chad. Which is the only dumb criminal that I actually want to interview. Because I love this man so fucking much. I don't know if I'll ever be able to interview him. But this dude is so fucking amazingly fucking funny. Dude lit a joint in the middle of court. As a protest.
Oh my god. Oh
fucking
my god.
Amazing.
See, okay, who I'm thinking of is okay. When you initially told me about him, I thought, and I don't know why I thought this, I thought that you were referring to Tom Hanks' son. His name is also Chad, I
Oh
think.
no, I don't know.
And
But I have to ready
but
something really quickly because I see what Pidgey just did. So
oh
continue.
god. Okay. No, I thought that that's who you were referring to because he did some stupid shit like not that long ago that I don't know if he ever got arrested for it, but that's who I thought you were talking about at first. Oh god, what did Pidgey do now? Hold on.
Just read it.
Cleaning the glasses.
I
Bruh,
just
really
need to.
became. Hold on. Bruh really became cute man. Oh my god, dude.
Bra really became Cube Man from Spider-Man 2.
Pidgey, goddamn!
Driven the special bus to court. That helmet he'll get in prison
Go
isn't
ahead.
just for his bunk bed frame.
Wait. Guys, are you guys ready?
This is my brutality!
Holy shit, bro.
In fact, I'm going to do that one more time.
This is my brutality!
Jesus Christ.
He got 2 for that one.
He did, yes. Damn, dude, damn.
I am just going to now just put this in fucking
Good idea.
in fucking dumb criminals because I have a feeling he's going to have more.
Yeah.
But we're
yeah,
moving
we
on
ain't
to
done
the
yet.
longest video on here because this is the one that I wanted to do. Now, if you look, you can see what it is, and don't say what it is yet. I will actually explain what it is because they can't see it right now.
Okay, hold on,
The-
give me a second. Okay.
So we both know what's going to be on here.
Yes. I think so.
Bizarre trial of Darrell Brooks. Outbursts, oddities of the Waukesha Parade attackers case. Again, from our good friends at Law and Crime. Everybody go sub to them if you can. If you aren't sub to them, because
Yes.
they are an amazing fucking group of fucking people. And we're
Yes.
going to look at some of it. We're not going to look at all of it. There is actually... No, wait. This is actually an interview. Shit. There's something I wanted to find. But I don't think it's in here because they're arguing about this stuff. But I'm just going to see if... Oh, yeah. They got all the... They even got the fucking... Oh, my God. I'm just trying to find one thing. So really quickly, I'm going to do this because there is something I really want to find.
I put links in the chat for you guys for their
Stream
YouTube
events.
channel. Go ahead. I got you. There you go. Links in the chat for Law and Crime to go check them out if you haven't, which some of you may have, but go check them out if you haven't. They're a great YouTube channel.
Because you mentioned it before, I have to play this one first. Okay.
Which one?
And then we will look at the end of... Not that one. Fucking hell. Stream or fail. Stream or fail. Okay. We'll look at the ending of this one. But we have to look at this one first.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So here is the one that I was looking for. It makes me scared. Judge calls a break as Darrell Brooks stares at her, tries to stare her down. I'm pointing this one out because I have something to say about this one, okay? And Pidgey's going to agree with me. So Pidgey, pay attention. You're going to love this.
Record back.
Mr. Brooks.
So I'm the only one. I got one.
Mr.
I got one
Brooks.
ear that work, and I heard that.
This
Come on,
is
man.
to benefit
man.
you so
No,
that
it's
you
not.
understand
Ain't none of
your
this to benefit
witness
me, so let's
has
be
a
clear about
prior
that.
record.
Your Honor, when I leave the table, I'm away from the courtroom, and I have to elevate my voice. This is the
So she had to
alleged
elevate her
record of
voice
Abel
just for
Lescott.
that.
Stop talking.
Come on, man. Like, I don't know who y'all be thinking y'all fooling. I accept the value in return for value this document.
One more interruption and you're going to be removed to the next courtroom.
That's what you want to
That actually happened a lot, by the way. He got, as you could see from the one clip, he was removed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, Muda
Yep,
just
I
dropped
remember
his
this
Mama
clip.
Max video. Well, I will watch that later because I love Muda. I want him as a guest one day, but I'm not that big.
Oh, yeah, I did see that, Daniel J. I did, yes.
not what I want to do. Do not interrupt Attorney Opera.
Yeah, don't interrupt.
Your Honor, I believe he has 7 prior criminal convictions via OWI second from 19...
Now, you heard that little thump, right, guys? If you didn't, I can replay it. But really quickly, watch this.
OWI second from 1997
Uh,
via OWI second...
you heard that, right?
I heard it.
Yeah. Guess what he's doing right now? They're going to switch to him in a second. But you guys are not prepared for this. You are not going to be prepared for this. It is going to make you laugh. Pidgey is going to see this, and he is going to lose his shit.
from 1997, an OWI third from 1997, an OWI fourth from 2003.
Let's just take a second to look at that face. He is right now staring at the judge.
Yeah, he's looking directly at her. It's... Bro.
He pounded the table and is now looking at the judge with that expression.
Bro.
Like he just got a dildo shoved up his ass. Just saying.
Y'all
That's
need
what
to
it
quit.
looks like.
Y'all need to quit making me almost spit my drinks out. Stop it.
That fucking
That's
face.
happened.
That is the fucking face of a man with constipation. We are going to take a couple of minutes to just roast this fucking face, because I have been wanting to roast this face for a while. This is the face of a man trying to intimidate a judge. To me, that doesn't look like I am trying to intimidate a judge. That is my pretty pony. You can't have my pretty pony.
Mm-hmm.
That is the face.
That's scary.
That is the face of a man who was told he cannot have any Kit Kats.
Yes, that is the face of a man who was told that he had to go sit in the other room with his toys because he couldn't cooperate with the other kids in the courtroom. Mm-hmm.
That is the face of a man who just found out that Onision is not a good person.
Oh, damn.
That is the face of a man who sat on a tack.
Dylan, hold on. I think Rich went over this dude before. Yes, he did. He went over this for a little bit. Yeah. I don't know how much he covered it, but yeah, Rich of Review Tech USA did cover this at one point. Let's see here. Daniel J. He's trying to roll an intimidation roll and got a 12 against her 19 Constitution failure.
No, Daniel J. He rolled a 0. This is the face of a man who just found out that Donald Trump lost the last election.
Ooh.
This is the face.
I love the D&D reference. Go ahead.
This is the face of a man who was told he can never have bacon again.
I'd make that face too. I'm not gonna lie. I would not be a happy camper if I got told I couldn't have bacon again.
That is the face. Oh, that is the face of a Spider-Man. Oh, that is the face when Spider-Man 2 didn't win a single award at the 2020. Yeah. He learned the Cowboys lost another playoff game. This is a face of a man that Reforged Gaming thinks is a great human being and is trying to emulate.
I intend on covering that mofo at one point. Best believe. That man is on my radar.
This is a face of a man that just met MAGA edits. I had to.
Oh,
Just joking.
damn. Oh, come on. Why is Maggie catching strays?
That was just a joke.
No, she would, you know what she would tell you? She'd be like, real. You're right. She totally would. Oh, that's funny. Oh, DVD. Oh, you got a DVD from DVD and Film Book. You got some money there, honey. You want to read it?
I'm letting Nicole read them because if it's good, they get the brutality. If it's bad, they do not get the brutality.
Gotcha.
Let's see. This is. Oh, I got one more, and then we can move on. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a face of a man who does not have owls.
Ooh, that's brutal. That's very brutal. That's sad. That's very sad too. No. That's sad. But true. Very sad but true.
This guy. Okay, here we go. Oh, because it's swear, got swearing in it. That face, fuck me, that face. He just realized needs the loo. Loo is British slang for toilet, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 I'll give it.
Yeah.
This is my brutality!
There you go. You get a
There
brutality.
you go.
Shall I continue now? Because her fucking reaction is kind of funny too.
Sure.
Because honestly, if someone was staring at me like that, I would be uncomfortable because I'd be like, are you trying to fuck me? Are you just rage fucking me in your head? Because that's what it looks like to me.
Trespass to dwelling from 2006.
Right, I need to take a break. This man right now is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared.
It wouldn't make me scared, okay? It really wouldn't. It would just make me wonder what the fuck this dude is doing.
Well, I can see why she would think that though. Because again, with the way, and I get it, like, with me, I wouldn't know what to do if that were me, if I were the judge and I was having that happen to me, right? I wouldn't know how to react to that. I can't say, because I could either do what she did, or I could just stare at him back until he explodes. One of the two. I don't know. But
I honestly think that he thought he had the superpower to make her explode, and that's what he was doing.
maybe. I don't know. But Mr. Huck and I have an inside joke. That when we like get into a staring contest, we both are staring at each other until we explode. That's where that came from. But anyway, I truthfully could not tell you what she was thinking or feeling during that time, because obviously it was, she was already fucking fed up to begin with. So I'm sure that when he did that, I'm sure that she was just like, I'm starting to get freaked out. I'm getting mad. I'm getting scared. I can totally understand why she would want to do that, or why she would feel that way. But if it were me, or you, or Pidgey, or Battle Puppet, we might react a little differently. We don't know. But yeah, I can see where she's coming from with that, though, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd be like, sir, you do not have the powers of Professor X. My brain is not going to explode. But to answer DVD and Film Bloke, if you actually put PH instead of F for fuck, it actually will go through.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I just kind of fucking... Wow. Anyways, one can only wonder what was going through his mind. Where's my meth pipe? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what was fucking going through his mind right now.
Exactly, yeah. No, I wouldn't put it past him for thinking that.
But this is the last part, I think. Hold on. I got to make sure it is. I did watch this, and I'm pretty sure this is the part I'm thinking about. But I'm also dealing with a chest cold, guys, so...
Oh, I'm sorry.
NyQuil is a fucking hell of a drug.
Yes.
Oh, shit. What'd I get? Oh, come on. That's mean, DVD and Film Bloke.
Focusing on the intent here. She's focusing on the 6
Oh,
counts.
no,
of
it's
first
not.
degree.
I will try to find his closing argument. Hold on, guys.
Sure. If you want me to, I can help. I can help you find it. Hold on.
Yeah, if you
Call
can.
is one stuck-up mother
Sure.
fornicator.
I got you. Darrell.
There you go, DVD and film bloke. You get one too. I just did.
States closing. Brooks gives closing argument. This is geez, that's 54 minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the summary one. Well, I can
Brooks
do.
trial.
I can kind of do that. Hold on a second.
This one is that's 4 hours. Jeez.
Sorry, guys. Let's see here. I'm just gonna get this one that says Darrell Brooks frickin' says his closing arguments. Oh fuck!
Okay.
There's one that's removed from courtroom for.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I see
because
that.
he kept upholding a sign that said objection.
Yep.
What a
Like he
fucking
was
little child.
like he was Sally Field in that one movie holding up the sign Union.
Let's see here. Oh, right here. I found one.
Subject to forfeiting your right.
So, guys, I'm going to play this one instead.
Okay.
And I am going to really quickly pull it up. There it is, guys. Darrell Brooks begs jury to do what's right when deciding his fate. I am going to see about where to... I'll stick it right here for right now. We'll watch a couple of minutes of this just to give you a good indication of his closing argument, okay?
Sure. Okay.
They made reference to a rage,
Or is it in the beginning that he says it?
as if they were, or if this particular DA was right there, standing right there, as if this DA is a psychiatrist.
Oh, wait. I'm going to actually show the first part because the first part's fucking funny.
One thing that I believe that you have not been privy to is the truth of your rights and your duties.
Here it is, guys.
Being the jury. The fact that you and you alone have the power. Not well-prepared DAs with well-prepared and clearly rehearsed speeches and exhibits and a lot of theatrics. Frankly, not the judge. You and you alone have the power. You and you alone decide what is truth and what isn't truth. You should be informed that you have the power to nullify any law that you don't agree with.
There it is, guys.
Yep. He literally did that.
He literally stated that you have the power to find him not guilty even though he's fucking guilty as sin.
Yep.
Anyone else feel dumber hearing that? Because I
I
feel
do.
insanely fucking dumb hearing that.
I do. Yeah, 100%. I do.
So, yeah, hold on, I gotta read that. In other words, I reject your reality and substitute. Yes, censored. That's exactly what it is. He tried to use the whole entire argument that you guys can find me not guilty, though I'm guilty in sin. Because you can nullify all of this shit. Here's me. No, you can't. Gotta file the evidence. Everyone, if you ever go to court and think you can tell a jury that they can just ignore the fucking evidence and find you not guilty because you are a fucking methed out fucking cunt, be prepared to lose. But that's where I was going to end it off tonight. The reason why is if I have listened to this motherfucker anymore, I'm going to lose brain cells.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. Yeah, I agree. Well, tried to make it fun, and at
Yeah, we
least
did
we
make
were
it
able
fun.
to laugh, and yeah, we were able to laugh and have some savagery. So yeah, there you go. I call it a good night.
We laughed. We cried. More crying than laughing.
Crying, laughing. In my case, anyway.
Hi, Devastator. You're just in time for me to end the stream, dude.
Yep. Yeah, just in time for that. Yes, exactly.
Because you
Well,
have
thank
to-
you, Knox.
Because you have to go and get ready for your own live stream, and then then
Yes.
we're going to kidnap you again for Saturday. Don't worry, I am not going to
Yes.
lock the basement door. Just don't touch the vodka.
I
Okay?
won't want vodka anyway. I don't like it, so it's
Good.
okay.
Well, I will even put freaking Garth Brooks on for you.
Mm.
I'm sorry,
If it wasn't-
Devastator. I know you're late.
If it wasn't for copyright, which I know you're monetized, so you can't. If it wasn't for copyright, I would totally have you play Garth Brooks on Saturday. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Not gonna lie,
I'm
that'd be-
stuck with having to listen to YouTube.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, but no, thank you so much, Knox. This was actually we were able to turn a dreary subject into something fun and make fun of it, and that's what we were hoping for. I hope anyway. But no,
Yeah.
thank you for having me again. I appreciate it. I love coming onto your streams. This has been so much fun. I'm really looking forward to Saturday too. That's going to be a lot of fun with me, you Inspector. I will. Yeah. So go check out. My channel, it's KHUT1013, or KHUTcast, as it's also known as. My co-host is Maggot Edits. We do all sorts of shenaniganery over there as well, too. It's a lot of fun. Tonight, here in about 40 or so minutes, or in about a half an hour, actually, a little more than a half an hour, we are going live and having a conversation with a creator by the name of Assistant Sailor. That's going to be at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. So, like I said, here in about a little less than a half an hour until I'll be back on Saturday. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna actually put Spectre in between us, but I'm gonna make him tiny as fucking possible. But coming up Saturday, dumb criminals, my favorite subject of all time. Because we could all talk about the blood, the gore, the bloody tampon that a pigeon fucking found on the side of the road that led to a murder investigation. I don't know.
True.
But it's so fun to actually look at some of the dumber fucking people who got caught. You know, like the man who I gotta put on sooner or later for dumb criminals. Because I'm gonna do more than one dumb criminal. Who put a fucking box on his fucking head to rob a fucking jewelry store. Or the people that decided permanent marker is the perfect disguise to rob a bank. Those types of fucking people.
Oh, God. Oh,
Then
God. I'm
on-
going to lose brain cells on Saturday. Okay. All
Then
right.
on Wednesday, next Wednesday, True Crime Wednesdays, we're looking at Grant Amato, a man who became so obsessed with a webcam girl, it led to him murdering his whole entire family. And then finally, that's a Saturday after this Saturday, so next week, we are going to have Battle Puppet and Pidgey, and we're going to be discussing Daniel Larson.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. So, when is that one? That's not this upcoming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday?
That's the following Wednesday. It's
Okay,
hang on, let me get to my notes. That is the 27th.
Okay,
And then-
because I need to know about this man, because I've heard a lot about him, but I do not know anything about him. So I would like to learn this. So we will learn together, or I will learn with you. Or, yeah, you know what I mean. I will learn with you.
But at the same time, next fucking month, we are starting off the month in True Crime Wednesdays with the return of some interesting mysteries. I'm going to go over 4 mysteries in one fucking video. And then, of course, I am stealing Spectre again. Z is going to join me for the sequel to the fucking live stream that's no longer on the fucking channel, and I'll explain why in a second. Cooking with Cobra 2, this time with sushi. The reason why it's now the first one isn't up there is because it got copyright struck by Hell's Kitchen. So we are not going to be using Gordon Ramsay as palate cleansers this time. Instead, we are just going to show off cat videos.
Nice.
So with
Nice.
that, I hope you have a good stream, Miss K Huck. And
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I hope that everyone has a good night. And until next time, see you later.